All right, what's good all day, fam? All right, so we had a lot of great games today. A lot of great games. And I'm trying to think, should I go over, you know what? I'm going to just go over my predictions real quick, and then we'll talk a little more deeper about these games. So I said the Saints was going to beat the Falcons. Let me share my screen real quick so we're going to go over. Y'all already know I ain't watched none of these games. Right now, I'm watching one of these podcasts that I always watching Speakeasy. But all right, so first game, Carolina, Tampa Bay. So I said that. Where am I? Where's that? Where am I at? Where am I at? Where am I at? Carolina, Tampa Bay. What's my prediction? The thing I said. Oh yeah, no, that game we already talked about that game. That was yesterday. Carolina, Seattle. Oh yeah, so the Saints and the Falcons. There we go. So I said the Falcons was gonna beat the Saints 20-12. The Falcons beat the Saints 19-17. Man, I was so close on that. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to see if I can actually show y'all my predictions as well. Hold on, because I don't know. Let's see. I wonder if I can show you this. Hold on. That's way too big. You know what? That ain't gonna work. All right, but anyways, y'all can see this. Y'all can see my list though. So I said the Saints was gonna beat the Falcons 20-12. The Browns was gonna beat the Bengals 23-22. The Colts was gonna beat the Texans 17-15. The Jags was gonna beat the Titans 30-13. The Vikings was gonna beat the Packers 25-10. The Cowboys gonna beat the Giants 26-10. Bills 34-0. Bears 30-3. Chargers 19-17. I know I was wrong on that game. And then the Rams, Cardinals 34-18. The Raiders, Chiefs 15-12. Dolphins, Patriots, 2018. And then Eagles. So let's look over these games. Let's see. That's how accurate I was. Let's see. All right. So I was very close on the Falcons and the Saints game. Yeah, very I was right about the team, but I was like a couple points off on the score. So very accurate on that. See what was the let me see if there was any meaningful stats. So this game means the Panthers are in. And that also means I think the Panthers are going to lose too. So it's very crazy. All three teams ends up with the same record. And it's also crazy because you got a team on a losing record in the playoffs. I mean, I told y'all I predicted the Panthers to win the NFC South, and that's what they did. Tyler Shaw, he was pretty good. I mean, Tyler Shaw was 23, 35, 259 yards, one touchdown, one pick. So that's solid for he's looking like he's looking like he probably could be the franchise quarterback for them. Tyler Shaw. Kirk Cousins was 18, 32, 180 yards, one touchdown, one pick. That's not that good. And then London, 4 catches, 78 yards, one touchdown. Kyle Pitts, six catches, 58 yards. Mooney, 3 catches, 20 yards. So pretty solid. I mean, heavily defensive, competitive game. And we got the sorry. And then we got the Browns in the Bengals. So what I said? I said the Browns was going to beat the Bengals 23-22. The Browns beat the Bengals 20-18. Okay. I'm 2-0 so far, and not only am I 2-0, but my score margins are very close, very close. And let's see here. Right now, Pittsburgh is leading the division and leading the AFC North. Pittsburgh's 10-7. They stand tall 87, 10-7. The Baltimore Ravens are 8-9. Cincinnati 6-11. Cleveland is 5-12. Now that's dope that Cleveland has 5 wins. I love it. And this game, this depending on the quarterback situation between the Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens, the quarterback situation between them two, it is going to be. This is the AFC North is going to be highly competitive next year. Shedeur Sanders is showing that he can win games. Shedeur Sanders, he was average, very average, almost below average. 11 completions, 22 yards, 111 yards. He'll get better. And Jerry Jeudy had 1 catch for 5 yards. And Shedeur Sanders, he was. Oh no, that's not Shedeur Sanders. That's somebody else. Well, yeah, Shedeur Sanders was pretty mobile in the pocket. Three carries for 26 yards. What was that? He fumbled the ball, so he had a turnover. And then Jerry Jeudy, yeah, so nothing much in the receiving game. All right, so what did Joe Burrow do? Joe Burrow, stats pretty good, like always, but hardly. Joe Burrow had 3 passing touchdowns. He was 29 for 39, 236 yards, 1 pick. He was sacked twice. Chase had 8 catches for 96 yards, 1 touchdown. Higgins had 6 catches for 67 yards, 1 touchdown. And that's whatever. That's it for them. But hey, man, I'm happy to see. Oh yeah, and also Myles Garrett, he broke the sack record. I also read that Michael Strahan was hating on Myles Garrett, but it's whatever. It's all competition. But congrats to Myles Garrett. Congrats to the Cleveland Browns for closing out a win, closing out their season with a win, and ending the season on a very high note, and they can bring that momentum into the offseason and into next year. The Browns definitely have something to look forward to. The Browns have their franchise quarterback, and Shedeur Sanders won big time at the end of the day because Kevin Stefanski is gone. He has been fired. So it's going to be very interesting who the Browns is going to hire, who the Browns will bring in. I did hear that some teams is eyeing Phillip Rivers. I will be very interested for a head coaching job. Could Phillip Rivers be coaching the Cleveland Browns next year? That would be very interesting. I think Phillip Rivers would be an excellent coach for Shedeur Sanders. That would be dope. That would be a very interesting storyline. I'm just throwing out stuff out there. And then so we got the Colts in the Texans. This game was very entertaining. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't watch any of these games outside of the Ravens and the Steelers games because I was in class all day. Now, I saw some games here and there, like I saw some plays, but I you guys already know that my Sundays are taken away from me right now. They are like I'm in class all day. But I think I predicted the Colts. Yeah, this was a bold prediction. I predicted the Colts to win this game. So I was wrong on this game. I said the Colts was going to beat the Texans 17-15. The Texans beat the Colts 38-30. So this was a very high scoring game. Both defenses sucked. Leonard was 21, 34, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. And then the Colts had a very letdown season this year. I mean, they were really hot earlier this year, and they just fell off a cliff. Jonathan Taylor was really hot, and he just fell off a cliff. Jonathan Taylor's 14 carries for 26 yards. I don't know what's going on. Pierce, 4 catches, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. My boy Michael Pittman, he's like a no factor in the receiving game whatsoever. I feel like he's so much better than what he's being used as. 2 catches, 11 yards. Yeah. So. And then CJ Stroud had 14 completions, 23 yards, 169 yards, 1 touchdown. Brooks had 13 carries at 63 yards. And Hutchinson, 5 catches, 84 yards. Schultz, 4 catches, 73 yards. Higgins, 2 catches, 23 yards. And then right now. Who's leading who's leading this division is the Jaguars, obviously. The Jaguars are dangerous, man. They are a dangerous team. And right now they're 13-4. Houston is 12-5. So it's going to be a very, very, and I think Jacksonville Jacksonville is playing Buffalo next week. Speaking of Jacksonville, they blew out the Tennessee Titans 41-7. I said the Jacksonville Jaguars was going to blow out the Titans 30-13. So I wasn't too far off on the score margin. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if Cam Ward got hurt because Allen started playing. I don't know if he got hurt, if he got benched. I don't know. Cam Ward did have a rushing touchdown. Pollard was 14 carries, 48 yards. Spears 3 carries for 18 yards. No factor in the receiving game. Trevor Lawrence. Has Trevor Lawrence arrived? Has he arrived? I did say that I think it's fair to give a quarterback 6 years. I think Trevor Lawrence is in his 6th year, and he has been playing very well mid-season to now. I have to give it to him, and he's been one of the quarterbacks that I've been heavily critical of, and I've said that's always been overrated. But right now, he's playing really good football. He's playing good. 22 completions out of 30 attempts, 255 yards, 73.3 completion percentage, 80.5 yards per pass, 3 touchdowns, 131.9 rating. Travis Etienne had 14 carries for 32 yards. Trevor Lawrence, he had a little bit of a rushing, 2 carries, 11 yards. In Washington, 5 catches, 87 yards, 1 touchdown. He was targeted 9 times. His longest was at 29 yards. And Strange, 6 catches, 52 yards, 1 touchdown. Ryan Thomas Jr., 3 catches, 49 yards. This is solid. The Jaguars, like I said, speaking of the Jaguars, I see them not going out, but I see them beating Buffalo next week. I definitely see that happening. I think Jaguars is way too hot and way too good for them not to get at least a playoff win and to not beat Buffalo. Buffalo's defense is not all that good, and Jaguars defense is all that great. So I think Jacksonville can knock off Buffalo, and Buffalo goes to Jacksonville. I don't think that's going to be much of a huge difference for Buffalo, but a lot of people are betting on Josh Allen to go to Jacksonville and beat them. If he does, that would be awesome. That would be good for Josh Allen, because if he does lose to Jacksonville, which I think he will, I don't want to hear any excuses for Josh Allen, which I know the entire media is going to give excuses for him. I know they are. They are. They find everything they can for Josh Allen. Oh, he doesn't have help. He had help before, and he still couldn't get the job done. So, I think Josh Allen is one of those overrated quarterbacks. Now, if in fact me saying quarterback is overrated, it's not me saying that he's not good, but me saying he's overrated is me saying that you guys overrate them. That's what I'm pretty much saying. So anyway, but I'm not going to give my predictions tonight on playoffs. I will do that sometime this week. But anyway, Packers, Vikings. I said that the Vikings was going to beat the Packers 25-10. The Vikings beat the Packers 16-3. So the Packers, now I don't know if they didn't play all their starters is why they lost this game, but if they didn't, this is a terrible loss for Green Bay. Right now, Chicago obviously stands tall in the NFC North, with Green Bay right behind them for 9-7-1, Detroit 9-8, Minnesota 9-8, and yeah, okay, so yeah, they didn't. Yeah. Tune 6 completions, 11 yards, 34 yards. It was sacked 4 times. So obviously, Minnesota's defense was just they were playing really great. And JJ McCarthy, 14 completions, 23 yards, 182 yards. Mason, 14 carries, 94 yards. Justin Jefferson, they got him a little bit in the running game. Justin Jefferson had 8 catches, 101 yards, and I think Justin Jefferson broke the receiving yards for in 6 seasons, the most receiving yards in a single in 6 years. I mean 6 seasons. So shout out to Justin Jefferson on that. He would had 11 targets. Naylor, 3 catches, 49 yards. And Jordan Addison, 1 catch, 8 yards. Yeah, so Minnesota came out on top. They won. They beat Green Bay, the rival beat Green Bay. And yeah, there's nothing much else to talk about in that game. The Giants beat the Cowboys 34-17. I said the Cowboys was going to beat the Giants. The Giants beat the Cowboys 34-17. I said the Cowboys is going to beat the Giants 26-10. You know, when I saw the score on this game, I said to myself, why did I not pick New York to win this game? Because New York can beat Dallas. They always play well against Dallas. And for some reason, I chose Dallas. So looks like Milton and Dak Prescott kind of split the game, I guess. I didn't really watch it, so I don't know what this is. But yeah, their stats was very much even. Very much even. And this has to be a huge disappointing season for Dallas. But it's like every year. I mean, Dallas will play good for a little bit and then they'll just suck. And they'll barely make the playoffs or miss the playoffs. That's always been the case with Dallas. And it's always an excuse for them. There should be no reason why they missed the playoffs this year. I thought Jerry Jones made some good moves and Dallas was a team that nobody wanted to see in the playoffs. That's what they said. That's what I heard people say. If Dallas makes it into the playoffs, nobody wants to see them. Dude, Dallas is a very inconsistent team and they're bad. They played no better than the Carolina Panthers this year. George Pickens, he did a little bit of something, and then he ended up not nowhere to be found. He had 1 catch for 9 yards today. CeeDee Lamb, 1 catch, 4 yards. Now, these guys probably didn't play. I don't know. I didn't watch the game. I'm just going to be completely honest. I didn't watch the game. But still, Dallas has been a huge disappointment for the past, month? So, Jackson Dart, now that's promising right there. I'm not a stats guy, but I'm going by these stats because like I said, I didn't watch these games, so I can only go based on what I can go based on. But this is promising still, though. I mean, for Jackson Dart to be a rookie and for him to really not be a huge factor in the passing game, more on his legs, and for him to come away with a win on his divisional rival, that's solid. That's something that he can stack and build up on going into next year. I mean, especially if he becomes dangerous threat in the passing game, he's going to just be a dangerous quarterback because he can run. He's obviously everybody in their mama knows Jackson Dart can run, and he's very elusive. He's very tough. 22 completions for 32 yards, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns. The only thing about Jackson Dart is that he needs to play more smart football. He had 5 carries, 32 yards. Tracy, 18 carries, 103 yards. Singletary, 9 carries, 26 yards, 1 touchdown. New York is going to be a dangerous team next year. They're going to be a very scary team next year. They really are. And then when you get Neighbors back, they are going to be scary. Solosky, Aliz Zeski, if that's how you pronounce his name, Aliz Zeski, 8 catches, 102 yards. Tracy was also a factor in the running game. I mean, in the receiving game, 8 catches, 56 yards, 1 touchdown. Slayton, 4 catches, 34 yards. So this is awesome. Awesome win by the Giants. They definitely can build up on top of this. The Bills blew out the Jets 35-8. I think I did give that prediction close to that. I said the Bills was going to blow out the Jets 24-0. So I wasn't too far off. Not too far off at all. And let's see. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, so Cook, 11 completions, 20 out of 22 yards, 60 yards, 1 touchdown. Uh, there was no factor in the receiving game. Yeah. And, okay, so Josh Allen didn't play. Coleman played 2 catches, 49 yards. So he had some pretty long, deep passes. Kincaid had 3 catches, 48 yards, some deep passes. All right, so they played very well. Trubisky had 4 touchdowns. That's dope. They played their backups and they blew out the Jets still. That's a plus. That's a huge plus for Buffalo. All right. So oh snap, the Lions actually beat the Bears. Dang, that's crazy. The Lions actually beat the Bears. So I said the Bears is gonna beat. Well, I was really wrong on this. Very wrong. I think that's the biggest wrong that I've been all day. I said the Bears is gonna blow out the Lions, started at 3. The Lions beat the Bears 19-16. So Jared Goff, he was 27 out of 42 on 331 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Gibbs, 19 carries, 80 yards. Montgomery, 8 carries, 42 yards. My boy Emron St. Brown had 11 catches, 139 yards, no touchdowns. Williams, 6 catches, 74 yards. Raymond, 3 catches, 52 yards. Gibbs was also a factor in the running game, in the passing game. 3 catches, 33 yards, and a touchdown. So, yeah, that's dope. That's dope. The Bears, Caleb Williams had 20. He was 20 for 33, 212 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. He was sacked 1 time. Swift, 10 carries, 40 yards. All right. Caleb Williams also had a fumble. Loveland, Esto, he had 10 catches, 91 yards, 1 touchdown. Walker, 2 catches, 36 yards, 1 touchdown. So, kind of disappointing game for the Bears, but they could still make a good noise. No, they could still make some good noise in the playoffs. Chargers lost to the Broncos 19-3. Now, you all know this was one of my bold predictions. The Chargers beating the Broncos, and they didn't. At least their defense showed up. Their defense played very well. The Chargers second in the AFC West, finished second in the AFC West. The Broncos 14-3. They are kings of the AFC West. Trey Lance was bad. 20 completions, 44 yards, 136 yards, 1 pick. He was sacked 4 times. He also had 9 rushes for 69 yards. Patterson had 8 carries for 29 yards. Vidal had 3 carries for 12 yards. Haskins had 1 carry for 3 yards. Keenan Allen played. He had 7 catches for 36 yards. Trey Harris had 2 catches for 28 yards. Keandre Lambert Smith had 2 catches for 24 yards. Aranda Gatson had 2 carries for 23 yards. Patterson had 3 catches for 8 yards. And nothing else to talk about on that. Okay. And then Bo Nix. So Bo Nix played, and he couldn't get a touchdown. That's really good for the Chargers because the Chargers brought start backups. They pretty much kept the Broncos. Not pretty much. They kept the Broncos under 20 points. Bo Nix was 14 completions, 23 yards, 141 yards. He was sacked 4 times. That's also a huge plus for him being sacked 4 times, going against the Chargers backups. Bo Nix had 8 carries for 49 yards. He had a little bit of scrambling, but we shut down their running game for the most part and their passing game. They just they just found the end zone more than we did. So the Rams blew off the Cardinals 37-20. Seattle is kings of the NFC West at 14-3. Rams are 12-5. San Francisco 12-5. Arizona 3-14. And in this game, Jacoby Brissett had 22 completions for 31 yards, 43 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Then Deme Ricardo. He had nothing. I don't even explain you're talking about that. Wilson, 5 catches, 99 yards, a touchdown. Yeah, so whatever. And then the Rams, yeah, Matthew Stafford, obviously he played. He was 25 for 40, 259 yards, 4 touchdowns. Kyron Williams, 12 carries for 60 yards. Corum, 13 carries for 59 yards. I'm loving this 1-2 punch. I've been a huge fan of that 1-2 punch since they drafted Corum. He's starting to come along. He's literally like another Kyron Williams. Puka Nakua, two carries for 24 yards. He had a little bit of rushing too. They try to use Puka Nakua in the rushing game a lot. So he's pretty effective in the running game. He is just a weapon, really. He's just a weapon all around. He's an offensive weapon. Great player. Higbee, 5 catches, 91 yards, 1 touchdown. Nakua, 10 catches, 76 yards, 1 touchdown. Parkinson, 4 catches, 36 yards, 2 touchdowns. So that's just yeah, great win by the Cardinals. Great win by the Cardinals. And wait, hold on. What did I say that they was going? What did I say? What was it going to be the? Yeah, 34-18. They beat them 37-20. That is so close. They beat them 37-20. I said they was going to beat them 30-18. I was just a few points off on both sides. I have yet to be to have a perfect score prediction in team that won. I have yet to do it yet, and I just haven't done it. And it's see the same with this game. I said that the Raiders is going to beat the Chiefs 15-12. They freaking beat them 14-12. Bro, I was right there. Right there. 1 point off. I wanted to see if I can finish this season with just one game of a perfect prediction, a perfect score, perfect team winning it. They beat them 14-12. I said 15-12. Can you freaking believe that, bro? Can you believe that? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? I can't believe it. Let me see what's up with this game. Like, damn, bro. Damn. That pisses me off. I was right there. I said 15-12, and they beat them 14-12. That makes me so angry. Whatever. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the Chiefs quarterback's last name. Whatever. He was 88 yards. He did absolutely nothing. And neither did the receiving game. This one receiver had a lot of. Oh, that's rushing. Yeah, they did absolutely nothing. Nothing. Garbage all around. And this probably was just a garbage game all around. Yeah, this is just trash. Now, this is something to look into. Ashon Dinty, 26 carries for 87 yards. I like that. That's something that he can build off on next year. Right there. Yeah, I like that. I like how they're just feeding this dude the ball. And I mean, he only averaged 3.3 yards per carry. But the thing is that he's showing that he's a durable back. I think he made it throughout the entire year without getting hurt. And he's only a rookie. He's only going to get better. And the thing about it is that he's doing this with a trash offensive line, no receiving weapon outside of Brock Bowers. I think Ashon Dinty is going to be a really great running back. I think he's going to be really good. He's short. He's stout. He's a bowling ball. Guys bounce off of him. I've seen him against the Chargers. He runs tough. He's only a rookie. He does make some mistakes. He doesn't have really good vision, but that stuff is going to come. I like how tough he is, and I like how guys bounce off of him a little bit. I think he's going to be really good. I think he's going to be good. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't even that big on him in college, but I seen a little bit of him, and I'm just like, I think he's going to be a good back. I think if he gets a good offensive coordinator. They had Chip Kelly most of the year. He's had a lot of adversity to overcome. And that's what I really like. That's what really eyes me about players sometimes is I like to see what they have to overcome and see if they can still at least look decent. And that's why I'm so big on Herbert, because Herbert had a lot to overcome prior to Jim Harbaugh era. And still in the Jim Harbaugh era, Herbert has a lot to overcome. This year is no secret that Herbert has been beaten up more than any quarterback in the NFL, and one of the most beat up quarterbacks in NFL history. Off terrible offensive line, more pressures, more sacks. And also, it's not said enough that he has one of the most highest drop rates in the NFL from his receiving core. So his receivers are not even helping him. I mean, the pick that he had last week with Rondé Gasson dropping the ball and it turning into an interception. His team is not helping him out. His defense shows up sometimes. The team is really not helping him out. And the Chargers are definitely going to need to have really great defensive play to at least give Justin Herbert one playoff win. If the Chargers play really, really great defense next week against New England, Justin Herbert will get his first playoff win. And he can make a run. Could he make a run to the Super Bowl? If they keep him upright and that defense plays consistent, yes, he can. He surely can. We'll see, man. We'll see. But I do like what the Raiders are doing with Ashawn Jeanty. At least they can look forward with Brock Bowers and Jeanty. Outside of that, their entire team is garbage. Oh, and you talk about Max Crosby, but Max Crosby is disgruntled right now. Will he even stay with them? Right now, obviously, we already talked about that, the AFC West standings. And then, speaking of New England blew out Miami 38-10. Now, I think this was a bold prediction. Did I say Miami was going to beat New England? No, yes, I did. And that was bad on my end for saying that. I just wanted to give a bold prediction to see if it can happen. But I knew better. But I did, Miami always plays good New England, but I have to remember, this isn't a good year for Miami. Edwards, he was whatever. He was below average. 16 completions, 23 yards, 137 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Sacked 4 times. Yeah, nothing in the running game. Nothing in the receiving game. Nothing to talk about. Drake May, he was average. So that's the thing. I like this. Stevenson. I've always been a fan of Stevenson. 7 carries for 131 yards, 2 touchdowns. I love that. 18.7 yards per carry. That's crazy. The Chargers are going to have to study that. That can't happen. If they look at this, Henderson. That's the rookie running back, the beast rookie running back they got. 13 carries for 53 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Chargers' number one priority is going to have to shut down the running game. And then even Drake May got a little bit of the pie. 5 carries for 41 yards by Drake May. 5 carries for 41 yards by Drake May. The Chargers, if they are going to beat New England next week, this can't happen. If this happens, Chargers are done. And Justin Herbert still is going to go another year without getting a playoff win. We cannot allow Stevenson and Henderson to run all over our defense. And our defense has shown that it is pretty vulnerable when it comes to running. We can't allow this. We can't allow Drake May to be breaking free, getting big chunks. Drake May, he averaged 8.2 yards every single time he decided to step out of the pocket and run. And his longest run was 14 yards. So that probably was like a 14 yards for a first down or something. I don't know. I don't care. All I'm saying is this can't happen. We can't allow this. If the Chargers allow this, I'm being redundant. We're losing the game. Plain and simple. Our defense has to play consistent and has to play tough football. We cannot allow New England to run all over our defense, beating our defense down. And we're going to New England. And who knows what that weather's going to be like. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's definitely not going to be a walk in the park. Hunter Henry, he used to play for the Chargers, so he's going to be playing against his former team. He was pretty good in the receiving game. 5 catches, 56 yards. Diggs, 3 catches, 43 yards. But if we can shut that running game down, and we better, we're good. We got to win. Justin Herbert got his first playoff win coming out of Foxborough. It better happen, man. It better happen. We got all week to prepare. We play next Sunday. Come on. Please don't. Please. Now the Commanders beat the Eagles 24-17. I'm pretty sure the Eagles did not play their starters. I was wrong on this. I said the Eagles was going to win 27-6, and they didn't. I'm pretty sure because the Eagles did not play their starters. The Eagles still came on the top, winning the NFC East. Johnson, 14 carry completions, 22 yards, so 131 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. In the rushing game, Rodriguez, 16 carries, 65 yards, 1 touchdown. Johnson, 9 carries, 45 yards, 1 touchdown. McLaurin, 4 catches, 57 yards. McLaurin has done absolutely nothing all year. And I honestly believe it's because he set out most of the training camp. Deebo Samuel, 2 carries, 2 catches, 20 yards. So nothing else to talk about on that. McKee, 21 completions out of 40. That garbage. 21 out of 40. That's terrible. Bixby, rushed the running back, 16 carries, 75 yards, 1 touchdown. Devontae Smith, I'm surprised he played. 3 catches, 52 yards. Dotson, 3 catches, 40 yards. I don't think A.J. Brown played because I don't see him on him. So that's that for that team, for that game. And then the final game, this game was a hell of a game. Really, really great game. I saw this game. This was a very entertaining game. This game went back and forth. And I just still cannot believe to this right now, to this moment, that the kicker missed that field goal. Like, come on, man. But highly, highly competitive game. Really good game. Good game by Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Aaron Rodgers had some really big key throws down the field. I'm impressed with Aaron Rodgers. I really am. I think Lamar Jackson played awesome as well. This was a great game, man. I mean, they play every single time they play against each other. It's always great. Always great. Lamar Jackson was 11-18, 231 yards, 238 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 3 sacked 3 times. And that was that pick that by TJ Watt that he threw. But he played well. Henry had 20 carries, 126 yards. Lamar Jackson, 4 carries, 9 yards. Zay Flowers, 4 catches, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was targeted 6 times. Zay Flowers had a really pretty good game. Walker, 2 catches, 46 yards, 1 touchdown. So really great game by both teams. Ravens played well. They played okay. Aaron Rodgers was 31 out of 47, 294 yards, 66 completion, 1 touchdown. He was sacked twice. Warren, 4 catches, 14 rushes for 66 yards. Aaron Rodgers had 1 rush for 20 yards. And Gainwell, 8 catches, 64 yards. Austin, 3 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown. So that's it. And now that is the conclude of the NFL season. This year has went by really fast. This season has went by really fast. 2025 has went by really fast. Before we know, we're going to be doing the draft, and then let me talk about pro day, preseason. And then it's going to be all over again. This year is going to go by super fast. And so, but right now, we're in the playoffs. We're in playoff football. Next week is wild card weekend, or super wild card weekend. And what teams we got playing next week? I know we got the Chargers and the Patriots, but I don't know any other games. Let's see. Let's see here. Playoff picture. All right. So, all 7 playoff berths have been set for the AFC. Broncos, Patriots, Jags, Steelers, Texans, Bills, Chargers. Who has been eliminated officially from today? Colts, Ravens, Dolphins, Bengals, Chiefs, Brown. Okay, never mind. I'm going to go out of NFC, Seahawks, Bears, Eagles, Panthers, Rams, 49ers, Packers. The Packers got it in just by a hair, and they really shouldn't have. Packers are a disgrace, to be honest with you. All right. And what about where's the schedule? How can I get to the schedule? I can get to the schedule by going to the playoff bracket. Wait. Oh, snap, I'm tripping. All right. Okay. All right. So Denver got a bye, obviously. So on the 11th is Saturday. Wait, the 11th is Sunday. Okay. So on Saturday, NFC teams will be playing. So we got the Rams and the Cardinals, the Rams and the Panthers. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. Like, the crazy thing is the Panthers can actually win this game. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna give my predictions right now. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I don't know, man. That's gonna be funny. And then we got the Bears and the Packers. The Bears better not lose this game. The Bears better not lose this game. The Bears better not lose this game. I mean, it better not happen, man. I'm gonna be so pissed if the Bears lose that game. They can't lose that game. They won't lose that game. It's impossible for them to lose that game. Green Bay is not a threat. Caleb Williams show out. Does that say Prime? Is that game showing on Prime? Yeah, it's going to be on Prime. I think it's Prime. I can't even see it. Yeah, it's going to be on Prime. So that's going to be cool. That game will be on Prime. The Panthers and the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers and the Rams will be on Fox. And then so that's going to be two games that's going to be played. Okay, so on Saturday, it's going to be fun. And then on Sunday, we got some exciting playoff matchups. We got the 49ers and the Eagles. Let's go. Let's go. That's going to be fun. And then we got the Bills and the Jags. That's going to be a great game. I mean, all this is going to be a great game. There's the playoffs. But and then we got the Chargers at the Patriots. It's going to be fun. And then we have the Texans at the Steelers. I already have ideas and thoughts. I'm going to leave my predictions where they are right now. But, I did say that New England was going to go all the way to the Super Bowl. I said they was going to meet the Bears in the Super Bowl. I'm going to leave out with a cliffhanger and just say I'm changing my mind on that. And I think you know which team I'm changing my mind on that on. So we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna leave that there. All right. So yeah. But yeah, it was a fun season. I had a lot of fun doing these videos for you all. And I am going to think about more videos of what I can do, give you guys more content, more stories. Because football season ends, but at the same time, it never ends. We still got playoffs to go through, but I'm just thinking ahead, of the other story of more content to put out. But all my videos from here on out will always be live. Now I may do some recorded videos, but I enjoy doing the live videos on this platform. I'm glad I decided to switch over to doing that. Makes it so much more easier. And I know I'll start doing better on designing the thumbnails and stuff like that and figuring out the music and all that stuff. I haven't really sat down and really thought it like take time to really figure out how to do all that stuff. Pretty sure it's not that complicated, but right now I'm just more focused on just being frictionless and just being consistent and just pushing out these videos to you all. I think that's more important than anything. I know I'm not focused on being perfect right now. I'm just focused on pushing it out and I can refine, redesign, and make it perfect later. But yeah. So we'll be back. I will be back. Usually it'll be Monday night football. Obviously, there's no Monday night game. There's no Thursday night game. Obviously, we'll be back right now Saturday, and no, I will do my predictions 24 hours before the game. So I will be back Friday night or sometime Friday, and I will actually do a countdown so you all can know what time on Friday because I don't know yet. But yeah, we'll be back Friday, and yeah, I thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts, your feelings are about this season. How did you feel? Was it a great season for you? And did your team make it to the playoffs or not? Let me know. I'm curious. Did any of my subscribers' teams make it to the playoffs? Please chime in and yeah, interact. And if not, is there any player that you are looking, or any coach? Maybe your coach got fired. Is there any player, any coach that you're looking, that you're eyeing, that you will like to be drafted or coach for your team next year? Tell me, and we can talk about it. I'll do my research. I can talk to you about that. Talk to you about that player. Talk to you about that coach. I'll do a whole video on it. Why not? So these are the stories. I'm going to start doing more research on stories around the league. And then eventually, yes, college. I got to do that too. And then eventually we probably will just be on here every night when I do that. I'll just design a whole list each night of which to talk about. Have a theme, I guess you could say. Be like, oh, Monday is college day and Tuesday is this day and X, Y, and Z, whatever. And then random things that happens in the league, random stuff, guy got released or somebody got signed or whatever, stuff like that. But yes, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm also going to start doing newsletters. I'm going to be more consistent on sending out newsletters. More to start doing that again, doing newsletters pretty soon. Then on Substack and LinkedIn, and so it'll be consistent newsletters with the videos. The newsletters would just be a written vision of the videos. That's all they'll be. So first, every newsletter, it'll be for every video. Every video, it'll be for every newsletter. And then eventually I'll probably have products and stuff like that. Yeah, so maybe apparel and stuff. I don't know. But right now we're just focusing on consistent videos and then, consistent newsletters as well. Maybe a video a day. Maybe. I don't know. What I gotta think what am I willing to do an hour a day of this platform, especially with me running another YouTube channel, then building another YouTube channel as well. So I'm running 3 YouTube channels. And so gotta think about that. So we'll see, especially with me being in school and all that. But yeah. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Chime in, please. Talk to me about what you think, about your team, people you want on your squad, coaching your squad. And we'll be back very soon. This is all day. Deuces.